Microphone. Stop recording. Button.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back. Well, I was about to start the intro with the intro that I usually do for my gameplay videos, but...
Everything on your screen, including notifications.
Shush. So yeah, I'm back with another update video. I know I just uploaded, earlier today, but I was gonna upload part 2 of the Crime Hunter playthrough, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing, so meaning like I died about like 7 or 8 times. Well, I think it might have been only like 5 or 6, whatever. But I don't think you guys want to hear me just constantly dying, so I figured,
Selected. Screen.
I figured I may as well, like, try to get a cleaner thing, and I don't know how to edit the stuff out either, because, well, I don't know how to edit, period, but...
Weather.
Anyways, yeah, I do have some more stuff planned. Like I said, I've got some other games that I haven't demoed yet, and I may redo The Blind Swordsman, even though I'm possibly gonna suck at that game again. Because I haven't played it in... Jesus, I haven't played it since, what, July or something like that? Whenever the heck the last time I streamed it was, that's basically... Well, maybe not the last time I streamed it, but I think... Oh, gosh, I'm trying to remember the last time. I know it was before Bandcamp started. I know that much. And maybe after. I don't know. Either way, I might re-demo that again because I never finished it outright. I know I did one stream where I showed you how to complete it, but that wasn't specifically dedicated to it, so I may redo a walkthrough of that. Depending on if I can figure out how to play that again, because that game's kind of difficult. Not to mention I gotta unlock everything again, because since I've transitioned over to the other computer, I've kind of lost my saves from that, but that's okay, because I can easily just play games again and get my save files back and just do it that way, because, you know. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really had much happen.
Find my weather.
Yeah. I think I might also have some other reactions planned. I might redo my reaction to Jaws for Windows as a Murderer, if you guys saw that stream, because I never... Excuse me. I never finished that. I never finished reacting to that. Basically what happened was, that day that I reacted to it, I think what was happening was that I was either getting kind of bored or getting tired or something like that. I think it was the latter, but anyways, yeah, I started getting tired, so I had ended up stopping. And I have no idea why I started getting tired, because it was only like, what, 9 a.m., and I had been up for a few hours. I don't know, I guess my Mountain Dew hadn't kicked in yet, or something like that. So I may end up redoing that, and possibly some other reactions, whatever I feel like reacting to, I guess. I might start reacting to some Brew Stew videos and possibly some Dave Matson.
Find my.
I'm not sure what I have planned yet, because I haven't thought about that. And at some point in the near future, I have some other technology related stuff. If I can figure out what's going on, I might do a demo of installing Windows in VMware if I can figure out how the heck to make the installer actually talk, because apparently they added that in they added in blah, blah, they added a feature in 2017 to the Windows installers where you can actually use narrator during the setup process to where you can actually get text to speech, but I don't know if they removed that with 25H2 or whether it's just VMware taking a dump, or whether I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know, or whether I'm not doing it properly or what now. But I will have to figure things out with that because, well, I mean, I don't necessarily have to, but I'd like to because, yeah.
Shortcuts.
Sorry about that. Anyways, I also have possibly some hardware reviews coming up if I can get my hands on the stuff that I was going to review. Because, let's be honest, I might look into getting another Apex. What the heck was that?
Shortcuts.
Yeah, I might.
Audible. Google
Hold
Chrome.
on, let me
Netflix.
check some.
Discord. Double Google and YouTube. Double tap open.
Okay, I thought something had went off. Anyways, I might look into getting another Braille Note Apex, even though I could probably... Well, I mean, I could still get some use out of it, even though it runs Windows CE6, which is old. But, yeah, I could probably get some use out of it, and honestly, I have some things in my AT history collection, minus the original Braille Note Touch that I used to have. I don't think I'm gonna get I don't think I'm gonna get another one of those again because I already have the Touch Plus, so I don't think I need the older one. Besides, the one I have, well, actually, I may end up having to get another Touch Plus at some point because the one I have is kind of, it's kind of buggy, and I'm not sure what's going on with it. I think it's mainly because, I mean, those things run Android 8, which is old at the same time. I mean, it's not that old, but it's still, it's dated, to say the least, and I don't even think it's supported anymore. Excuse me. So, yeah, other than that, I'm not sure what else I have planned at this point, but I should have some more time to do things and to record things and stuff like that, and I should have a lot more opportunities to upload, but yeah. Trying to think, is there anything else that I need to cover? Oh, there is one thing that I definitely have planned, is that I was going to cover the modded version of Max Payne that I created. I didn't code it or anything, but I basically just created a mod for Super Liam with Max Payne sounds and the dialogue from that. And for those of you who don't know what Max Payne is, I will put a link to a video in the description of this one. For those of you who don't know Illegally Sighted, he covered it as a low vision spotlight. I'll just explain who Illegally Sighted is now that we're on the topic. He is a visually impaired individual like myself, basically what he does is he covers games that are either playable as a completely blind user or as a low vision, or as a person with low vision. And now that we're on the topic of Max Payne, I guess I should kind of talk about why I created the mod in the first place. Now I know some of you might not think of it as great that I kind of modded the game, but It was mainly because, I mean, it was mainly that I was screwing around with the sounds folder in the Super Liam game directory one day, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, didn't Max Payne have a folder? Sounds folder, so I was looking in my Max Payne directory, in my Windows program files x86 folder. I was looking at that. I was perusing through there, and I found that there was a sound folder which had all the game sounds, and then I found that, you know, I could copy those and place those into Super Liam, and then I found the music folder and the folder with the dialogue scenes, which obviously I put those in there, and I was like, I just created a blind accessible version of Max Payne without even thinking about it. And there's also kind of a backstory behind that. See, I'd always tried to play Max Payne as a completely blind individual, but it was not easy because, you know, Max Payne was not natively accessible, but I did at some points have sighted assistance, and I could sometimes go off of stereo audio. I think a lot of people would know what that is. But yeah. So I had reached out to the developers a few years ago, asking them if we could possibly work on something to, like, add accessibility or something like that, and they were like, dude, we released this game in 2001. Why would... And I think that it came out in 2001 on the 3DS as well. A friend of mine told me that. I believe that. But yeah, so I didn't get a response back because I don't even think that I don't know when the last time they updated that game was. But I didn't get a response back, and so eventually I was just like, I think people like us deserve to play this. So I stepped up, and eventually I created a mod with Super Liam, and I basically put the in-game sounds in there. I put the dialogue in there, and I put, you know, the music in there and stuff. I didn't even have to code it or anything. I just replaced the sounds and all the other stuff I had mentioned. And you can still find that mod today. It's on the Audio Games Archive. I might put a link to that in the description as well, depending on if I can figure out how I can do that, because a lot of the things about that site are weird. But,
Amazon Music, Audible, Google Maps, Chrome, Discord.
yeah. Anyways, so I might demo that in the near future, but who knows? Let's see what else. Yeah, I think for right now, I think that's all I have planned in terms of content. I might make some more TTS videos depending on how those turn out. So I gotta figure out how the star rendering feature works in the speech to audio relay client. Which, yeah, I finally got that to run on Windows 11 because, I mean, sure, I had to uninstall McAfee to do it, but I don't even need that anyways because I've got Windows Defender to use
Netflix.
as my antivirus, so why do I even need that? Yeah, for those of you who are wondering, McAfee is like that overprotective parent that will try to high-stall your files and hold them hostage if they if they even detect that it's from a developer that they don't know. So I would never
Chrome.
recommend using it.
Google Maps.
Not to mention, you have to pay a subscription for it anyways, so that's... I mean, I don't necessarily mind that, because, like, I believe you get a trial period on that, but then you have to start paying, I think, per year or something like that. Maybe per month, I'm not sure. And besides, why would I even use that when, like I said, Windows Defender is already built in, and it's free, and it's the best piece of software that you can possibly have in Windows. Because it actually lets you manage what you allow and what you don't. Anyways, that's a different rant for a different type of video. I'm not even going to go into that. But yeah, so I think that just about covers it. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys have any questions, or suggestions on what you would want to see on this channel, let me know down in the comments, and I will see what I can do about that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.
Audible. Amazon Music. Double tap to open. Screen recording in progress. 8:37 p.m.